Hello and welcome to another Paramics Discovery 24 video tutorial. My name is Malcolm and I'm delighted to bring you the fourth in our series today. Now in this video tutorial we're going to be looking at a brand new feature called incidents, and we're going to be using this feature over the next few tutorials. Today we're going to look specifically at how we can model a vehicle breakdown and the impact that that has on the rest of our network. So I'm going to use the model in front of me for this demonstration today. And what I'm going to model is a vehicle breaking down on the network and assessing what happens to the rest of the traffic when that happens. So I'm going to select a link along the seafront here in this model because I know there's quite a lot of traffic that uses that. So let's select this link here. And to add my incident, my vehicle breakdown, I go to my Edit Network menu and Incidents. And this is a new dialog in Paramics Discovery 24. I would then add a new incident, and I can give that whatever name I want. So let's say vehicle breakdown. I then need to choose a link for that incident. So I'm using 98 to 425. And when I select that, it shows me the incident on the link. Now it will automatically place that on the midpoint of the link. I can then move that either by selecting it in the window and dragging and dropping, or I can type a distance on it in the dialog as well. Now because there's only one lane heading northeast here, I don't need to make any changes to the incident lane. The next thing to choose is the start time of the vehicle breakdown. And you can see here that I can choose an earliest and a latest start time. So that gives me a window in which the vehicle breakdown can happen. And that's useful because I don't have to prescribe an exact time. I can choose a random time between two intervals. So let's say I choose 10 past 4 as my earliest start time and 4:15 as my latest. So I know it's going to randomly choose a time between those two. Again, for the duration of the incident, I can choose a minimum and a maximum. And we can see the default here of 5 and 10. Let's say the minimum of the breakdown is 8 minutes, and I'll leave the maximum at 10. I can also choose a number of occurrences. And because this is quite a serious incident, a vehicle breakdown, I'm just going to let it happen once in this model. And finally, I can choose the vehicle type from the list, or I can allow it to select a random vehicle type by choosing all. So I'm going to go for my car in this case. Okay, so that's my incident set up. I can now go to my Visualize tab, refresh that, and I will start the simulation and wait for the incident to occur. Okay, so we're nearly at 10 past 4 in the simulation. I've just paused it here. And you can see there's lots of traffic now using this link. So in the next 5 minutes, we're going to be expecting one of these vehicles to stop and represent a vehicle breakdown. But just before we do that, I want to look at the routes that vehicles are using through this part of the network to see how they're going to reroute, if they do, as a result of the vehicle breakdown. So let me go to the route viewer from the Visualize menu. I'm going to select an origin link prior to this major junction here, and then I'm going to select one of the main route zones leaving the network over here. Now you can see that the lowest cost route from this origin to this destination is using this route and the seafront and going through where the incident will take place. So we're going to have a look at how that changes once the incident occurs. I'll continue the simulation. And I can see that I've now got an incident here. So it's happened 11 minutes past 4 within that window. And we can see that the duration is between 8 and 10 minutes. So it's randomly chosen that. Now the duration then turns into like a countdown clock showing me how long is left for a particular incident, in this case the vehicle breakdown. And as we would expect, a queue is forming behind the broken down vehicle going back all the way into this junction here. Now what you might notice as that queue forms is that the cost of this route will be increasing, and it increases to a point where the lowest cost route then becomes an alternate route, and you can see that now moving inland and traveling to the destination along a different route. Okay, so the incident has quite a big impact on the routes that vehicles choose on the network. Now my vehicle breakdown is just coming to an end. That vehicle moves on and continues to travel through the network, freeing up the other traffic behind it. And what I might expect to see in time as this becomes more free-flowing again is this route switching back to the original route along the promenade here, as that becomes again the lowest cost route from this origin link to the destination zone. And I can see that that route has now switched back as the congestion has cleared. So that's it for our video tutorial today, and it's an introduction to incidents, a brand new feature coming to Paramics Discovery 24. And today's tutorial we looked specifically at a vehicle breaking down and the rerouting that can occur as a result of that. In the next few video tutorials we'll be looking at other types of incidents and the impact that they can have on your network and the different things that you can model using this brand new feature. So sign up to our YouTube channel and you won't miss a single weekly video tutorial in the coming months. We look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.